The following is a production of the Dallas Genealogical Society. For more information, please visit our website at www.dallasgenealogy.org.
Good afternoon. Oh, there we go. Everybody hear me okay? No feedback? Okay. All right, I think we're good, Tony. All right, well, good afternoon. My name is Tanya Tucker. I'm president of the Dallas Genealogical Society, and I want to welcome everybody to our annual award luncheon. Anybody have any trouble with traffic this morning? Pretty smooth? Well, thank you for fighting through that. I'm just going to do a few remarks. We'll get into the awards, and then after we'll have a nice lunch and get some time to spend with each other. So an organization like ours is powered by volunteers. Every event we put on, every record we index and preserve, every project we take on is done by volunteers. What a special group they are. Let's just take show of hands. Who's volunteered this? Okay, awesome. Let's give ourselves a round of applause, because you really are what makes this organization work. Today's a special day for our society, as we make time to recognize a few outstanding individuals who, over this last year and over time, have made an impact and helped DGS with its mission to educate and foster interest in genealogy, support the J. Eric Johnson Central Library, and preserve records and information relating to the Dallas area and its history. Today we're going to hear about some really great work by some truly inspirational people. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we're always looking for volunteers to help in the organization, come up with new and innovative ideas, new projects. If you have any of those or want to participate in ways that you haven't in the past, feel free to grab me as we're eating lunch or after, or any of the board members, and we'd love to chat. Okay, and as I mentioned, we're going to dive right into our awards, and we'll get to lunch just as soon as we're done. Okay, I do have one announcement. The Texas State Genealogical Society sponsors awards that honors and recognizes the efforts of individuals and organizations. One of those areas is for websites. And through this award, the TSGS encourages partner societies and individual members to promote genealogy and history through the web, sharing information and serving our global communities. And I'm proud to announce that the DGS website was awarded third place in the website category this year. Over the last several years, we've invested time and effort to bring new and different types of value to our members and the broader genealogical community. In addition to the webmaster, we've grown a pool of individuals who contribute to the content to help make sure we have relevant, diverse, and timely content. So let's give a round of applause to our webmaster and all the folks that helped throughout the year to make the web content great. All right. Let me bring up our immediate past president, Tony Hansen.
So as you know, each year the Dallas Genealogical Society sponsors a writing contest, and this year was no exception. And so I'm here today to announce the winner of this year's writing contest. Karen Claridge Walker, the recipient of the first place prize for the 2017 writing contest, just happens to be our first repeat winner. Karen was the first place winner when we restarted our contest back in 2012. She repeats that win with an article entitled Defending Dicey Dillon, an article written to set the record straight about the facts, real and misremembered, about her great-great-grandmother. The story begins by stating, unfortunately, Dicey was buried years before she died. Her husband and 3 of her children were taken from her and given to another woman, and she was deprived of a historical distinction that was rightly hers, all because of genealogical errors. Now that's a way to grab your attention. Karen's a native of San Antonio. She earned a Bachelor's of Music Literature degree from the University of Texas at San Antonio, is a former Tulsa, Oklahoma public school music teacher, worked for 2 years on the Tulsa City County Library Center, and is a serious amateur genealogist. She and her husband now lived in Dallas for a few years before returning to Tulsa to be closer to their son and their daughter. and there were no other awards given this year in the contest. So join me in congratulating Karen.
All right. Thank you, Tony. So in addition to the awards given by the Society, the President may choose to recognize someone that has had a unique impact on the Society this year. This year, I would like to recognize Ken Johnson.
Yeah.
All right. So, come on up. Ken Johnson is a genealogist and professional artist. Be sure to check out his work on kenjohnson.com. In the spring of 2016, he volunteered his time and talent to design and craft our seminar marketing materials, the brochure and themed images for use on the website and in social media. The results to date have not only been beautiful, but have created professional promotional material worthy of the stature of the Society and the National Speakers DGS hosts. He is responsible for the artwork used for all 3 2017 seminars. Ken has been very generous with his time. He attends marketing launch meetings for each seminar. He is consistently responsive to requests and meets with his DGS colleagues to review and revise materials. Additionally, Ken has created artwork for other DGS efforts in this past year, notably the masthead of the newly renovated e-news publication. I think Ken is a truly great talent and fantastic individual. DGS is lucky he found us. Step over into our photography.
That is a good way to do it.
All right.
Isn't that good?
Perfect. All right, congratulations and thank you very much.
Yay, Ken!
Okay, help me welcome one of the award ceremony leads, Kathleen Murray.
So I'm going to give away the Renee Jackson Smith Award. This was initiated in 2004 in honor of a very prominent and very active member of the Society. The award is actually a scholarship to attend the recipient's seminar of their choice in the next calendar year. This year, we're actually granting 2 scholarships to 2 people who have generously provided hospitality and refreshments at Society events since 2011. Linda Lane and Bob Lane are often the first arrivals at Society events so that the coffee is ready for the rest of us. They have consistently taken the time necessary to maintain an inventory up in the 8th floor closet, our storeroom, for the DGS. At each event, they make numerous trips between the 8th floor, the event, the function itself, and their vehicles. Of special note are the themed treats, especially baked for each one of the events. And also of much note are their cheerful and hospitable welcome that each of us as members or as visitors or as newcomers receive. It makes a great impression on the folks that come to the Society. At many events, they've had to miss some part or all of the program, and we hope that with these seminar scholarships will serve as some type of a token of our gratitude for all their efforts on behalf of a grateful society. Please come.
So loved.
You two hold that. Oh, please do.
Get in there.
Now just do the 2. Beautiful.
Thank you. I don't know, maybe I'll have to bake us a batch of cookies next year once.
I have the honor to give the presentation of the Award of Merit. This is presented annually to a DGS member who has consistently contributed time, talent, expertise, and ability to the Society over a period of years. This member's dedication and hard work in the name of the society usually goes way above the norm, and their contributions stand out. This individual this year has had a long service. She is always willing to step up and say yes when asked to serve. She served on committees, but even more important, she has served on the board. She was a parliamentarian in 2011, 2012, the secretary 2011 to 2013, the director for education 2013, 2012, and then the vice president 2014 and 2015.
Wow.
I am very pleased to announce Jean Larson is one of you.
Just you? Yeah.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
What's next? Am I next? It's fun giving stuff away. This is, where am I? Volunteer of the Year, okay. All right, so our Volunteer of the Year Awards presented annually to a member who has generously donated time, expertise, talents, and abilities to the society during the previous year to an extent that makes that member draw attention. This year's recipient has also served on our board of directors for the past 2 years. When asked why she volunteered, I understand her response was, "It's my turn, I can do this." I don't know if she's ever regretted the decision, but I know that I'm deeply grateful that this year's recipient of the Volunteer of the Year Award, Susan Rainwater, stepped forward to her role as treasurer. Susan spent a great deal of time updating our accounting software, worked closely with the consultant that she hired to migrate our financial data and to standardize our legacy DGS account codes. She investigated, clarified, and documented DGS responsibilities for our federal and tax state filings, and she augmented the position descriptions with an updated statement of qualifications and responsibilities for the treasurer, which I know our current treasurer so greatly appreciates. When her 2 terms as treasurer ended, she volunteered for either the IT administration role or the webmaster position. Fortunately, Jim Thornhill stepped forward to accept the IT position because I know her heart was and really is in the webmaster position. So please join me in honoring Susan Rainwater. Truly an honor.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That's yours.
We're supposed to
You
do
should
it
hold
this way.
And one of just you.
Me?
Just you.
Thank you.
The Heritage Preservation Award is presented to an individual, a group, or organization in recognition of contributions to preserve, conserve, house, or collect family history. Past recipients in this category cover many varying types of genealogical and historical preservation and endeavors. This year, we want to recognize the individual who gave expertise and leadership in digitizing the publications of the Dallas Genealogical Society. All of you, as you've heard, the amount of time and effort that volunteers put in collecting, indexing, transcribing, going to warehouses, going to cemeteries, spending hours and hours, literally thousands of hours. These documents have been in hard copy, and you pretty much had to come into the library to access them. Because of the effort of this individual, these are now being digitized and being available to anyone, anytime on the internet through the DGS website or the Portal to Texas History. And I want to give you a list of these things, and this is not only the effort of him getting it digitized, but this reflects the effort of every one of you who have worked on these projects. The paper newsletters from 1955 through 1963 and from 1976 through 2015, those have been digitized. Electronic newsletter from February 2016 to the present. Then the various editions of our journals, the quarterlies 1955 through 1994, and those are being queued up because of the result of a grant that this individual procured, and then the leading the 2017 North Texas Giving Day contributions and to fund the digitization of these quarterlies. The Dallas Journal was published 1995 to 2012. That is currently online. The Pegasus from 2013 is currently online. Then this individual helped organize and lead the digitization of 35 rolls of microfilm that were probate records that covered 3,100 probate cases, and then led the effort to add metadata to these records and to get the index online. The McGowan Funeral Home records have been worked on by a team for several years. He took a Microsoft Access database and made it a searchable online database, and then created a web version of entering that data directly online. Now, to get all of this online, it needs a good web page. And we've been fortunate to have a lot of good people over the past years develop the DGS web page, but ours has gotten better and better. And as you can tell from the TSGS award, and this individual made sure that these records and the archived records, which included county tax records, district court records, marriage records, and mortality schedules, got ported over to the new DGS website. I am talking about Tony Hansen here, folks.
Okay, one with just Tony. All right, thank you. Congratulations. That's a tough act to follow. Thank you again very much. I'm honored. The Lloyd DeWitt Boxtruck Distinguished Service Awards presented to an individual in recognition of outstanding contributions to the genealogical community on a national level. In addition to many DGS members who have received it, several of whom are here today, past recipients have included Elizabeth Shawn Mills, David Rencher, Helen Leary, and last year's recipient, Kurt Witcher. Kurt wasn't able to be here in Dallas last year to accept his award, and he asked our own Fred Moss if he would accept it on his behalf, which, as it turned out, was an interesting bit of foreshadowing, because I'm deeply honored to announce that this year's recipient is Fred Moss. Most of you probably know that Fred is an attorney. For more than 20 years, he's served the genealogical community as an advisor to the Federal Genealogical Societies and as an effective and outspoken member of the Records Preservation and Access Committee. RPAC is a joint committee from the Federation of Genealogical Societies, the National Genealogical Society, and the International Association of Jewish Genealogical Societies, created to advise the genealogical community on ensuring proper access to historical records of genealogical value in whatever media they're recorded, or means to affect legislation, and on supporting strong records preservation policies and practices. I'm not even going to attempt to summarize all of the things that Fred has done on behalf of the genealogical community in this arena, and instead direct you to the RPAC website, which ought to be a required reading for all genealogists who are concerned about access to public records. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Fred Moss.
if I may say, I don't know many other 78-year-old bloggers. But, that is fun, let me tell you.
We're proud to know this one. And congratulations again.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
We're so happy. And one just of you.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.
Particularly good company.
You bet that is. For those that didn't hear, he said it is particularly good company, and I'm sure they're very proud to have you join their ranks.
Outstanding. Congratulations to all. The Dallas Genealogical Society also looks for ways to contribute and collaborate with organizations that have common missions and goals. I'm thrilled to continue this tradition this year with a few very special grants. Over the last few years, the DGS has been building the relationship we have with UNT in order to further our mission of preserving information. Billed as a gateway to rare, historical, and primary source materials from or about Texas, the Kathy Nelson Hartman Portal to Texas History is a home to a wealth of Texas-related documents and images, including, as you heard earlier, our very own journals, Pegasus, and soon to be our quarterlies. DGS provided $5,239.73 from the DGS last year through a combination of donations directly from DGS as well as the efforts of the North Texas Giving Day campaign. Right now, I'd like to invite Drianna Belden from the University of North Texas, Kathy Nelson Hartman, Portal to Texas History, to come on up. So that's a very important piece of this process. Thank you. They're in the third year of an effort to raise $1.5 million, which would trigger a $500,000 NEH grant as well. They need to raise $750,000 this year to stay on track with their fundraising plan. Fitting with our mission to collect, preserve, copy, index information relating to Dallas County and its early history, on behalf of the Dallas Genealogical Society and its board of directors, I'm happy to present the University of North Texas Kathy Nelson Hartman Portal to Texas History a check for $7,500 to further its mission and help ensure they achieve their fundraising goals.
I cannot thank all of you enough. This is our third year of the grant, and it's a challenge grant, and it truly is a challenge for us to raise $1.5 million, and every gift helps, and we so appreciate our partnership with you guys. Every month the Portal Texas History is having 800 to 900,000 uses per month. And we know that a third of those folks are genealogists here in Texas and all around the country who are finding amazing things about their family. And so we're very glad to partner with you guys and other societies around Texas to provide access to the great transcriptions and genealogical information you have online. It's been a great year for us. In March, we hit 5 million pages of historic Texas newspapers online from 1828 to the present. And I want to invite all of you, February 15th, up in the Willis Library in Denton, we're going to be hitting our 1,000,000th item in the Portal to Texas History. And so at 4 p.m. we'll be having the renowned photographer who's exhibited in galleries and museums, Jeff Winningham, talking about his borderland photography from 4 to 5. At 5, we're going to talk about our celebration for the 1,000,000th item that we have in the portal, and then we're going to have wine and appetizers, and we would love for all of you guys to join us. So that would be wonderful, and thank you so much for your support. This year, we got about 7 months left till my deadline hits. We're about $250,000 towards our goal of $750,000, and every bit of support helps. So thank you so much. We truly, truly appreciate you and all that you guys have done for us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Susan, you want to come back up for our next special event?
The Dallas Genealogical Society is pleased to announce donation in the amount of $7,500 to Save Texas History Program managed by the Texas General Land Office located in Austin, Texas. Most of you are already familiar with the Peters Colony, and this is the name commonly applied to a North Texas impresario grant made in 1841 by the Republic of Texas to 20 American and English investors led by William S. Peters. Our donation will be directed to the preservation of records associated with the Peters Colony, currently in the possession of the General Land Office. And the impact of our donation has been extended due to a decision by the Land Office to match our donation an additional $7,500 from their internal conservation account. These funds will allow preservation specialists to flatten, re-sleeve, rehouse these records in archival boxes in order to make sure they are preserved for future researchers. In addition, the records will also be digitized, making them available online, which has not been an option until now. These funds will also be used to conserve an 1858 map of the surveyed part of Peters Colony, which I think is being shown here. This is a very large, this is representation, right?
Yeah, it's not the real map.
This is a very large map that needs to be delamentated and stabilized. And that's a chemical process that has to go off to a special lab. So I would invite Mr. James Harkins from the General Land Office up. We're going to take a picture, then he is going to make some comments. So let's get our pictures.
Thank you very much. As our friend from the Portal of Texas History just said, 1/3 of the hits that they get on their website is from Genealogist. I'd like to account for the other 2/3 because I use that website all the time. It's great. On behalf of Commissioner Bush, I want to say thank you to the Dallas Genealogical Society for this generous donation to the Save Texas History Program. It is our goal to work with as many groups like this as possible to raise at least $100,000 per year for conservation of historic maps and documents at the GLO. This year we're on target. We've hit that number every year for the last 8 years. So we have raised at least $800,000 for historic conservation, and it's because of groups like you that we're able to do that. We're excited that we're able to digitize these records, so you don't have to make the trip down to Austin if you don't want to, although we do encourage you to come visit us. You took the words out of my mouth. I was looking forward to saying, and we're going to match your $7,500, and we really are very happy that we're able to do that. It's not something we can do with every donation that comes in, but whenever we started rubbing our pennies together, we said, I think we can do this. So let's make sure that we can do the entire Peters Colony records, which there are hundreds of names that are in those papers. I haven't had a chance to look through all of them, but those aren't found anywhere else. So we're looking forward to being able to find what else is in there. And also, one of these, we're conserving the original, this map, not this one exactly, but this map, and there's another one back there that's opened up, we're giving to you guys to give to the library or whatever else you might want to do with it, and hopefully y'all can enjoy it. So again, thank you very much, and we really appreciate your generosity. Thank you.
Going back through all those digitized newsletters, I can tell you authoritatively that the first recorded donation from our society to the Dallas Public Library, which was a collection of all the existing records of the First Methodist Church in Cedar Hill, was documented in our March 23rd newsletter published in 1955. Wow. In the intervening years, the society has established an enduring partnership with the genealogy section of the Dallas Public Library that spanned more than 60 years and 4 different physical locations, if you count the temporary location at Union Station. Our gifts over the years have included cash, microfiche, microfilm, books, equipment, and lots of volunteer effort. To date, we can take great pride in the fact that our society has been responsible for donations that exceed more than $500,000. Today, we're here to continue that tradition. When I approached Senior Librarian Gayla Bush to identify potential gifts for this year, she identified a problem in the city's acquisition process that made acquisition of a certain category of materials difficult, if not impossible. And I knew we had our project. Gayla asked Stephanie Bennett and her staff to create a list identifying these materials, an effort that required several months of research. When I presented the information and the cost to our board of directors, we got quick and enthusiastic support for the project, and many orders soon flew. And so today, we're here to reveal our gifts. So Gayla, if you would come up and help me, please. So what you see are 177 Hispanic language genealogy publications, which are the newest addition to the genealogy section of the Dallas Public Library, our gift for this year. Gayla, would you like to say a few words?
Actually, I'm not really well prepared to speak, but I'm so grateful. This took so much effort from us to be able to do this, and we're so excited because we really want our collection to reflect our community, and we've been lacking in that, and so it's really thrilling to me. It just was a personal thing that is very meaningful to me, and I'm so glad and appreciative that you're such a generous society and have supported us so well, and I can't wait to let our community know about this. Thank you.
There you go. Come on, a few more pictures. We'll make this, put this in your hair.
Wow, what an amazing group of folks. Some fantastic work, and I'm so happy and proud of this organization for being able to do this type of grant and donation as well. Let's give a big round of applause to everybody. This is a fantastic day. Like any other DGS event, this luncheon was the result of a lot of hard work and drive by our volunteers. Kathleen Murray and Sharon Bowles chaired the fabulous event committee, with Patty Smith, Tony Hansen, and Susan Younger rounding out the committee. In addition, we have a large number of folks who help set up, running all the logistics, and are going to help us clean up. All necessary to make this event a success. So if you were one of those volunteers on the committee, just raise your hand. Let's acknowledge all these folks for helping out. So thank you very much. I will have just a quick reminder that our next general meeting is on Saturday, January 6th. Hope to see you there. And remember, bring a non-member friend and win a chance to get a ticket for a raffle for an upcoming seminar entry. Okay, let me make one other just plug for, if you didn't get a chance to purchase a raffle ticket, they will be in the back along the wall. While we eat lunch, we'll do the drawing for the events, or for the awards, including a Total Wine and More package, right around dessert time. So you've got a little bit of time to make your way back there and pick up a raffle ticket. Okay, one more thing before I turn us loose to lunch. Let's see, is Patty in motion? Yes, Tony, can you come up here for just a second? Tony is, does everybody know Tony? Tony is the outgoing president. He's now our past president. And I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank him for all the work. We heard the fantastic passion and energy he has for genealogy preservation. We have just a little thank you gift for all his hard work. He's not done. You're not done. But as he moves into past president role, we wanted to give a little thank you. So Tony, this is for you.
Oh, this is too much. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Patty, for the wonderful, wonderful packages. So Tony, congratulations. thank you very much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to more Tony.
Thank you.
Just one other note, if you're up on the 8th floor, right by the volunteer table, you'll see Tony's name up there with all of our past presidents, so just give that a little look when you're up there and think of Tony. Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming. This was a lot of fun, and again, it's so exciting to have this kind of dynamic organization. I'm happy and proud to be part of it. I hope everybody has a great holiday. Lunch is ready, so we'll adjourn this meeting and have lunch. And we have
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. We have one other little giveaway. Is we want people at the table to have an opportunity to take home a poinsettia if they would like. So I'd like if everybody would, before you get to just number off around the table like your grade school. Start anywhere and go around. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Count off.
Whatever. 3, 4. Four.
1.
It doesn't matter if you start anywhere you want. First table. Yeah. Alright, and then everybody this is very formal. So then if you look under your plant, you will see a lucky number and see who it is in this plant. This is number 1.
It's number 1.
Right. If you don't want poinsettias, pass it on.
Very nice. What's that?
What are these for that are in our?
Those are your raffle tickets. Yeah. So if you've got tickets, you're already set. You can get more if you want. But we'll do the drawing and see Lisa if you want more raffle tickets. She's waving over there. So thank you all very much. Have a great holiday. Enjoy lunch and looking forward to some good conversation. Thanks, everybody.
This has been a presentation of the Dallas Genealogical Society. If you're already a member, thank you. Your membership dues are supporting this and other society activities. If you're not yet a member, I hope you consider joining. You can become a member for as little as $35 a year, and you can join by going to our website, dallasgenealogy.org, and clicking on the membership tab.